defend the world from the return of the Shadow Kings, just as the brave Pharaoh did 5,000 years ago.
YouTube Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Here today, and we are doing something pretty insane in my opinion, but it's going to be a blast for me. So we have first edition starter deck Yugi, starter deck Kaiba, and we even have a second copy of first edition starter deck Kaiba. So we are going to be opening all three starter decks here today. So pretty crazy to be doing this. These are not my decks. I've opened both of these on the channel multiple times, and these are Karma TCGs. I do some middlemaning for him. He bought these from some US sellers, shipped to me, and now I'm going to be the lucky one to open these up for him. He is obviously looking for some minty cards out of these decks. So should be a lot of fun for me, fun for him to watch, fun for you guys to watch. So sit back and enjoy. We're going to really go through the first starter deck Kaiba and starter deck Yugi, and then probably the second starter deck Kaiba will go a little faster, but I still will look at some commons, as the commons are super cool and nostalgic in my opinion. So without further ado, we're going to get into starter deck Kaiba number one. To get into the plastic on some of these decks is pretty hard, so there might be some snips in this, but the initial cut and review, centering is always a hurdle on these blue eyes, and so is some possible back scuffing, because they put these supers right behind the blue eyes, so the foiling on the hollow of the super sometimes scuffs the back of the blue eyes. But the plastic itself is also around the entire deck always difficult to get off. So all right, first look here. Ooh, not a great start based on centering, but I mean the decks are actually pretty cost effective to open right now almost. So like PSA 10 still go for over 10,000 or right around 10,000, and these decks are going for around 3,000. So really you only need 1 and 3 to get a 10 to make your money back, and then if you get 2 9s or 9 and an 8, then that's still just bonus, and then you have, you know, the commons and the other 2 holographic cards, Lord of D and Flute of Summoning Dragon. So in my opinion, I don't think it's like insane to open these, but it's still partially insane, but I'm not complaining. It's gonna be a fun opening. Like I said, super nostalgic. About every kid had some form of this blue eyes as a kid, it seemed like. So like I said, these are super annoying to open, so got to be super careful. I do want to preserve the comment on the back. The order of the comments is always random, so it could be any comment on the back. But the double flap here never really wants to release. I might be able to get a knife under it gently. There we go. I can get it pulled up there. So that's probably about the best I can do, and then we'll see if I can get it ripped open from there, from that little gap. But this never really wants to seem to rip very evenly. There we go. Okay, we have a hole in it now, and there we go. Don't want to damage any corners here. All right, got it free, but let me throw away some of this plastic. All right, so this is the first of 3 decks we're opening. First of 2 starter deck Kaibas. So we will do pretty thorough review. I think the 3 hollows should be right on the front. So I have seen decks that have 2 blue eyes in them, so it could be anything crazy here. All right, so there is the first blue eyes. Okay, we saw sealed, a little off-centered. See how the back looks. Does have an indent down there, kind of where the I have Anubis stamp would be, or is. but still really solid. So it really depends kind of how they. I could see this getting anywhere from, if they're really harsh on that dot, I could see it getting like a 6. Like they grade that way sometimes, or anywhere probably up to a 9. So there is that. Here we have Lord of D and then Flute of Summoning Dragon. Lord of D, off-centered as well, but little kind of pin dot there again. So you just never know how PSA is going to grade the pin dots. Yeah, super, super cool to see these cards. And then kind of got, we have a print line, Flute of Summoning Dragon. So those are always cool to see there. Print line running right kind of behind the ear of the dragon. And pretty centered left to right, but up to down's a little off. And this kind of still has the this Eye of Anubis stamp too. And yeah, never know with the grading companies on how they're going to grade certain things. I personally would not count off for it. It's a common enough error where you come straight from the factory like that. You can tell that's what it is. But like I said, never know. All right. So then we have, and then these are just randomly sorted. So we have Skull Red Bird. This is one I want in PSA 10. This one is actually, it's a little off up top, but kind of better down at the bottom. Gyakutino Megami, Reverse Trap, Dark Titan of Terror, bunch of old school vanillas, Ogre of the Black Shadow, Monster Reborn, Wicked Worm Beast, Legends Super Classic in here, Invigoration, two-pronged attack, super off-center, Pale Beast, Remove Trap, Unknown Warrior of Fiend, Koja Kossi, butchering the absolute crap out of that. Rude Kaiser, I've had really good luck rating this. I've rated 2 in PSA 10. Ultimate Offering, Fissure, Kamari Dragon, always off-centered it seems like. And same as Trapmaster, would love to get these 2 in PSA 10. Ancient Telescope, Sword Stalker. Once again, just slightly OC. I guarantee that would pass the 40-60 rule, but PSA just doesn't even follow it. Battle Ox, Mystic Horseman, Rogue Doll, another classic 1600 vanilla. Dark Hole, maybe all these are going to be off-centered, and then that Judge Man will finally be centered. Destroyer Golem, Inexperienced Spy, Castle Walls, Mysterious Puppeteer, Terror the Terrible, Yarabi, Sogan, Lajin, Just Desserts, Dehuman, Ukazi, 800, Judge Man, Mega OC, never fails, just wild. Dark Assassin, Hane, Trap Hole, Dispel, Master and Expert, Ryukishin, Dark Energy, and the last card, Hitatsumi Giant. And that one already had some damage on the front, so didn't even matter what I did to the back. And it had a bend to it. I wonder if this one had a bend to it. No, not really. So just, yeah, the back card pretty much going to mark up as a loss. So that is the first deck. We are on into our lone copy of Starter Deck Yugi now, and then we'll get into our second copy of Starter Deck Kaiba. So yeah, just, very expensive wild opening here. And like I said, these are Karma TCG, so I will link his Instagram in the description. You can give him a follow, and he's got some pretty crazy stuff. And all these will be going to PSA, so we'll probably do a PSA return video on that, along with some other stuff he's sending me to submit. All right. What's the centering going to be like on the Starter Deck Yugi? This one actually looks pretty solid. Off a little left to right, but not horrible at all. I have a chance. Might have a chance. My knife really needs to see a sharpener. Okay, good enough. All right. So same deal here. Kind of a double flap on the back. See if I can get my blade underneath here and get it started a little bit. Okay, that was pretty easy. See if it, yeah, maybe. No. They obviously weren't worried about keeping condition great on these, or they would have designed this a little better. All right, got a nice hole there started. There we go. Get this corner free. Okay, should pull right out. All right, moment of truth on the starter deck, Yugi Dark Magician. Let's get a better look at it. Once again, off-centered. Off-centered is the biggest hurdle to get over by far. Gosh, that's just pops off the card though. Super nostalgic. Yep, just really just centering, holding this back. Yeah, just PSA 9 for sure condition. It's unfortunate that that's OC. Then we have card destruction. Just gotta love the old foiling. Off-centered, unfortunately though. And then Soul Exchange after this is looking pretty off-centered as well. Some iconic commons in here, not as iconic as some of the starter deck Kaibas in my opinion, but still, you know, Summon Skull, Change of Heart. So, still really cool cards that we will look through. Alrighty. Yeah, 50 cards, so we got 47 commons here. Book of Secret Arts, Mammoth Graveyard, Mystical Elf, Classic Vanilla, Sorcerer of the Doomed, Two-Pronged Attack, Diane Keto, Man-Eater Bug, Witty Phantom. A lot of these are in LOB. Change of Heart, there we go. That one actually looks pretty well centered. Ultimate Offering, Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, Baron of the Fiend Sword. And there's some of these cards in this set that I don't think have ever even been reprinted. Celtic Guardian, Dark Hole, Reinforcements, Magical Ghost, Neo, another super classic one that's actually pretty well centered. Sword of Dark Destruction, Insensu, Summon Skull, once again pretty well centered. So the bigger ones in this set are at least kind of centered. Castle Walls, Yami, Dragon Zombie, Beaver Warrior, Misty Clown, always really like that one. Monster Reborn, Dragon Capture Jar, the Stern Mystic, Man-Eating Treasure Chest, Silver Fang, Dispel, Wabaku Doma, the Angel of Silence, Last Will, Giant Soldier Stone, 2000 Defense, Wall of Illusion, another really fun card to play in the 2002 format. Ancient Elf, Feral Imp, Gaia, Classic Gaia, Remove Trap, Great White, Curse of Dragon, Trap Hole, Fissure, Trapmaster, and Claw Reacher. So that will do it for the 47 commons of SDY. Okay, can we end on a good one here? Third starter deck, second starter deck Kaiba. Crazy first edition. What will we get? We're all in. We have, looks to be a little off-centered again. We shall see though. This plastic's already ripped a little bit, so that'll at least give us easier access. All right. Whoa. It's like taken something off of the front, the back side of the little viewing window. But yeah, off-centered. All right. All right, we'll go through these comments pretty fast, but we'll still stop and look at some of them. Obviously, take a look at the holos. Okay, should be free now. Yeah, this one's probably going to get a PSA 8, just on centering alone with that kind of centering. It's like LOD centering. Back super clean though, so that's good. But yeah, fun to see these minty cards, but unfortunate to see the centering. Definitely was not even in anyone's mind really when these were released. Pluto Summoning Dragon, Lord of D, both OC. So don't think we're going to get any 10s on any of these holos, unfortunately, unless someone at PSA is having a really great day. And I don't even know if he's going to want to send the supers, honestly. All right, let's have some centered comments. End this on a good one. Let's see if the order is the same. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the same. That's kind of weird that it's like random, but in the same order. So, or at least the first and last card are the same. Skull Red Bird. Yeah, these are mega OC. Reverse Trap. Dark Titan. Ogre. Monster Born. Mega OC. Wow. Yeah, this deck. Rude Kaiser. I don't think there's going to be one card in here. Sword Stalker, about falling off the black border. That one might be Castle Walls. Looks pretty good. Terror the Terrible. Jin, Just Desserts, Dehuman. I almost wanted to say that since everything was so off-centered that I thought maybe this randomly would be centered, and it is actually, it has a chance. That's a big one. I know someone that would buy that in a heartbeat. And Dark Assassin's not too bad either. Trap Hole, Dispel, Master and Expert, Ryu Kishin, Dark Energy, and Utatsumi Giant. Just, yep, got into Little Nick. So yeah, kind of disheartening. I love the commons. Love seeing these regardless. It's easy for me to say though because they're not my cards that I am taking a big gamble on opening these decks. But still, I mean, probably 2 9s and an 8, I would guess. Or you could go with a different grading company and get like some strong subgrades on these, or maybe go with, you know, something, yeah, some company that doesn't take into account for centering as an overall grade as much as PSA seems to do now. Because like I guarantee you this will get a PSA 8. But this was super nostalgic. Like, you can't get any more nostalgic than opening up a 2002 original starter deck. And then first edition, just cherry on top with whipped cream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, you know what cards you're getting in these. So a little boring on that front, but just to see and you know, reminisce on these old cards is still super fun. So let me know your thoughts, comments, subscribe if you're not. Check out Karma. Thank you for letting me opening these. Hopefully we can get some good grades. And as always, thanks for watching.